I should describe myself. I'm a tough voodoo detective. What am I looking for? Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't need to put out a personal ad. Why did I let my brother talk me into moving here? This town needs saving, he said. Restless spirits, he said. Oh, well, I can't blame them. With all the damn tourists here, I feel pretty restless myself. This town's got all the charm of a burning outhouse. Just my luck. I better poke around for something to help me put this fire out. There's got to be something in my office I can use to douse this overblown candle. It's a mask representing Papa Legba, a voodoo demigod. He's one of the most powerful Loa and arbiter between humanity and the spirit realm. I can't leave while my office is on fire. It's a mask representing Papa Legba, a voodoo demigod. He's one of the most powerful. This town has all the charm of a burning outhouse. I like having books in my office for some light reading. Homer, Aeschylus, Euripides, just kidding. There's got to be something in my office I can use to douse this overblown candle. It's a mask representing Baron Samedi. He's the lord of the underworld. I like to keep him close. There's a hidden switch behind. My seltzer bottle. That fire's about to have a toe tag and a ticket to the big adios. That's better. Voodoo Detective speaking. How may I help you? Yes, that's my real name. No, I don't detect voodoo. I practice voodoo and use hoodoo to detect. It's right on the sign. No problem. Take care. If you're from the fire brigade, you're a little late.
Are you Voodoo
That's my name, unless they changed it while I wasn't.
If you don't mind, I'd like to save the introductions for later. I have a rather strange case that may be well suited to a man of your talents. That is, if you do voodoo. You do
You don't do voodoo. Why don't you come in and sit down? Now, suppose you tell me about it from the very beginning.
I need your help to I need you to find out who I am.
Oh, come on. I swear this never happens. What do you mean, find out who You're looking for a shrink? That's not really the kind of...
I mean, you may not understand, but it's rather precious to me, and I'd like it recovered.
You lost your memory, huh? Did you check the
Is this some kind of joke?
Take it easy, lady. you haven't given me much to work with. Is there anything you do remember?
What are you doing?
Just a little examination.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Well, the very first thing I remember, I'm not sure where, but it felt somehow both familiar and foreign at the same time. Like the memory of a dream. There was an old man there. He spoke to me.
I believe this belongs to you.
I was confused. I couldn't remember ever having seen the pendant before. In fact, I couldn't remember anything. He seemed to understand.
Don't worry, child. A little sleep and you'll be back to your own.
My head started to swim and I blacked out. When I woke, I was lying in a bed I didn't recognize, in a life I didn't recognize. Around my neck was the pendant from my dream, and in my hand, your business card.
I never printed any business cards. You mind if I take a look?
By all means.
Well, that's not normal. So you don't have any idea who...
I've learned, or at least I've been told, that my name is Mary Fontoul. My husband, Victor Fontoul, we live in a mansion outside of town with our butler, Benny. We've been married for 10 years, and we're very happy together.
And you don't believe a word of it?
I may have lost my memory, Detective, but I haven't lost my intuition. This woman I'm supposed to be, Mary Fontoul, it's not me.
And what if you're wrong?
Then you'll have made a bit of money, and I'll walk away a confused rich woman.
Why not see a doctor? Why come to me?
Believe me, I've seen all the best doctors money can buy. The popular opinion is that it's...
Well, I'm not one to knock the other guy's merchandise, but you could have saved some time coming here first. You said the old man gave you a pendant. Do you have it?
Yes, here. If it helps the investigation, please keep it.
The investigation? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still need more information before I... Let's say I am interested. Do you remember how to use a checkbook?
I can offer you a $200 advance and another $200 on completion, plus expenses. Money is not an issue. Can you help me out? Or do I need to find someone else?
Well, all right, sweetheart. For that kind of cabbage, I'd voodoo investigate most anything. Consider me hired.
Thank you, Detective. I don't mind telling you that comes as a relief. I have a good feeling about you.
Save your feelings for book club.
You know, you better keep that shirt buttoned, Detective. I wouldn't want your big old heart falling out.
I'll be careful, Voodoo Dollface. How can I get in touch if I need to talk with you about the case?
If you need me, I'm staying at the Chic Shell Hotel. Please come see me if you make any progress. Oh, and Detective.
Yes?
Don't call me Voodoo Dollface.
What a knockout. A dame like that could give a zombie a heart attack, or a voodoo detective a real headache. I bet...
One new message. Message 1.
Hey, it's Ronnie, your landlord. I still haven't received this month's rent from you. You're new in town, so I'm cutting you some slack. But if I have to call you again, I'm not going to be as friendly. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.
End of message.
I can barely see my desk under all these bills. Nice desk, though. I don't have anyone to call. It's the money Mary gave me. It's a small, unremarkable pendant made of gold. Mary said it was given to her by an old man in a dream. I should see if I can find where it came from. It's my #1 fan. I better grab Grammy's book from Billy's. Just grab my coat before I go. I'm not talking to any tourists.
Welcome to Island Trader. Please let me know if I can get anything for you.
I'm just gonna look around.
Go right ahead, sir.
This shirt says, Nuganin, who dis? Zowabunga. Just a bunch of cheap tourist junk.
Well, if it isn't New Ginin's newest detective, what can I do for you, VD?
I'm working a new case. Mind if I grill you?
Go right ahead, Mr. Detective.
What can you tell me about Mary Fontoul?
Fontoul? I only know of Victor Fontoul. He owns...
Have you seen this pendant before?
Oh, vintage. Not really my style, but nice piece. Could be an heirloom. Sorry, I've never seen it before.
Thanks for the info, Rick.
No problemo.
I've got a split. See you around, Ricky. No use trying to talk to Billy while he's in one of his piano trances. There's got to be a way to snap him out of it. Never know when you might need a bucket of water. I should use that bucket of water before I pick up any other heavy objects. I should use that bucket of water before I pick up any other heavy objects. It's a chain restaurant, closed for remodeling. Normal.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind stepping away from... Only Chelmsford Capital account holders are allowed in.
The door is locked.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Chelmsford is out at the moment. But don't worry, he should be back soon. Hello and welcome to Chelmsford Capital. What can I do for you today?
I have no reason to give these people my money. I'm a voodoo private investigator. I was hoping to speak with...
Sorry, sir, but don't worry.
See you. Mr. Lawden?
If you've come for legal services, I'm afraid I can't take on any more clients at the moment.
Actually, my name is Voodoo. Got some questions I was hoping you could answer pro bono.
Absolutely not. I have to finish preparation. Can't you see how perfectly inconsiderate? I ought to hold you. You're just like my wife, Kiki, and her little... Well, I'm not a puppet. I'm a...
Have you ever seen this pendant before?
This is a law office, not a lost and found. Now, please excuse yourself before I'm forced to take legal action.
Be seeing you.
I certainly hope not.
The greenhouse is locked. I'll need to find a key. Man, this guy's loaded. He's got a garden and a zoo.
Good day, sir. How can I help you?
The name is Voodoo Detective.
Voodoo, you say?
Actually, I'm looking for a Mr.
Oh, no, sir. This is the Fontule residence, but I'm afraid Mr. Fontule, perhaps you could come back.
That's all right. I don't mind waiting inside.
Mr. Fontule should be finished presently.
Empty. Looks like Benny Boy's been drinking more sherry than the... I think it's Leopold. There's a letter here addressed to Benny. Tear stains have blotted out some of the words. Benny, you have to stop. I don't know what he would do if he found... Besides, I can't just forget the way you treated me. I don't know what you're getting at, Hoodoo. You're scaring me. I'd like to remain friends, but you have to stop. Sincerely, I wonder if Mary wrote this. It's a tear-stained letter addressed to Benny. Stop, Benny. I don't know what you... I'd like to... Sincere. I wonder... Opera records and romance now. There's also handwritten sheet music. It's a ballad about how my love life has... Hoodoo for butlers. A couple of chapters are bookmarked. Love spells and mind manipulation. What have you been up to, Benny, old pal? I better grab Grammy's book from Billy's. Hoodoo, love spell. What have you... It's a portrait of a fancy...
Listen, you old pit viper.
I've stuck my neck out for you financing this new factory of yours.
All right, all right. Calm yourself, dear boy. No need to get excited.
Well, if I'm excited. Quid pro quo, Victor, you slippery worm. I don't like all this cloak and dagger nonsense.
Just a little professional discretion. We don't want anyone stealing our rest.
Discretion? I don't care a fig for your discretion. I care about what's being done with my money.
Be at ease, my friend. I'll explain it all at the shareholders' meeting. For now, please trust that things are progressing on schedule.
I don't like being... You'd better have some answers next time we meet.
Sir, a voodoo detective is here to see you.
A detective?
Voodoo Detective, Mr. Fontoul.
I see. Well, why do...
It's a map of a place called Bench.
That's right. I do apologize for the excitement out there. When in business, one must deal with all sorts of people, especially when you require fun.
What was that argument?
Well, Island Ventures' subsidiary, Island Kitchen. I'm holding the cards pretty close to my chest to avoid any... Gordon doesn't like that. But surely that has nothing to do with why you've come to see me. Unless you, too, wish to inquire about the particulars of our new...
I'm here on behalf of my client.
Mary? My God, she'd been acting like a completely different person, and then she just up and left.
I've got some questions about...
Please.
Was Mary spending time with anyone new prior to her memory loss?
Not that I know of. My work requires frequent travel, couple that with a proclivity for solitude, and she isn't left with much opportunity to make new acquaintance. At least none that I would be unaware.
Does Mary have any close friends?
Mary keeps largely to herself, but she does visit with my nephew.
What do you know about Mrs. Lawton?
Kiki is the wife of my nephew, Theodore. But
Do you know how I can reach Mrs. Lawton?
I know Kiki and Mary often enjoy brunch together at the Chic Shore restaurant. You might...
If you don't mind, I've got... Do you know of anyone who would want to harm Mary?
Heavens, no. Everyone loves Mary. Her mind would have to be truly unhinged to harm a sweet, delicate...
What do you know about Mary's past?
I'm afraid very little. I know both of Mary's parents died when she was young, and she has no sibling, but she doesn't like to talk about her past, and I don't wish to reopen old wounds.
Mary was given this pendant around the time she...
Why, yes. She brought it to me shortly after we never were able to find out where it came from. Do you think it has anything to do with her amnesia?
I don't know yet. That's enough about your wife. Can you let me into the greenhouse?
My butler, Benny, manages a grub. You'll have to ask him about it, though he has become a bit more particular about whom he lets in, since his...
Do you mind if I ask?
Go right ahead.
You've amassed quite the... Got any greedy-eyed next of kin looking for a slice of inheritance?
No, nothing like that. The only family I have, he runs a law practice downtown.
And if you and Mary were out of the picture, he would stand to inherit quite a...
Are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. Just... Do you know of anyone who might want to do... Someone who might go after your wife?
In business. And of course, if you're successful, there are bound to be those who look... But business is about optimizing profit, detective. And there is no profit.
That's enough about you for now. That's all for now.
Godspeed, detective.
Well, if it isn't Benny the butler.
Hello, detective. What can I do?
Can you let me into the greenhouse?
I'm afraid. The Fontoul greenhouse represents a spectacular... The variation in provenance among the flora the only way to maintain precise control over the environment. That's why I'm the only one. I am sorry.
I got this letter here addressed to you.
Where did you get that?
This looks awfully bad. A letter from someone who doesn't appreciate a book of hoodoo in your room, and Mary Fontoul wakes. Care to explain?
You have been in my room. Mr. Detective, I resent what you're insinuating. I have nothing but respect and admiration. She's my dear friend, and one of the few people to show interest. I will speak no more.
Do you live here?
Why, yes. My quarters are adjacent.
What can you tell me about Mr.
Mr. Fontoul, I can make no complaints about the time I've spent, even if I could. It's not about...
What can you tell me about Mrs. Fontoul?
Mary is a good woman. She used to sit for hours with that kind, blank stare of hers. It was unlike her. I do hope she's...
I've got this gold pendant here.
Sorry.
Do you know of anyone?
No, I don't. Frankly, she didn't interact with all that many...
Did you notice anything strange about Mary before she lost her memory?
Not that I can recall. She's completely imperturbable, as though a veil of...
Did Mary start spending time with anyone new?
I don't think so. She only really... and myself.
If you don't mind, I have a... Thanks, Benny. Well, if it isn't Benny the butler.
Hello, Detective.
Thanks, Benny. I better grab Grammy's book from Billy's.